Hello, guys. Welcome to a new episode of the e-commerce lab by Ecomcy. My name is Vincenzo Toscano. I'm the CEO and founder of Ecomcy. Today, we have two special guests. Their name is Jim Kuckie and Tyler Spark. They are from the team of Ship Audit Pros, and they actually a very nice tool which is going to help you to save a ton of money when dealing with your shipping on Amazon. Which is actually going to be today's topic. Today's topic is going to be around how to save money and actually improve your Amazon shipping logistics, which I think is a big thing nowadays. So now, without any further delay, let me introduce you guys. How you doing today?
We're good, man. How are you?
Good, good. I mean, it's a pleasure to have you here. I think after our last call last week regarding the tool and learning what you guys are doing, I thought this is something people need to learn about it, especially now with all the fees going up. Is so much a nightmare on the shipping logistics worldwide. So I think you guys are in the right moment.
Yeah, well, thanks for having us, Vincenzo, and your entire audience. Excited to talk with you guys today. And you're absolutely right. Now, oh gosh, there's no better time than now to save some money on this huge line item on the bottom of P&Ls right now. Gosh, has shipping gone up? Inflation is true.
Yes, for sure. Which is actually is gonna bring me to my first question. I know you guys have this tool, of course, software which is called Ship Audit Pros. So of course, if you want to start by introducing the software, what you guys do, how beneficial this can be for Amazon sellers, and we can go from there. Yeah.
Sounds good. Here, I'll kick it off. I'll introduce, if you guys don't know, my name's Jim Kuckie. I'm the founder of Ship Audit Pros. And I'm excited to introduce my main man right here. I don't know on your screen if he's my left-hand man or my right-hand man right now. But Tyler Stark is an account executive with Ship Audit Pros. And what we do is we deliver automatic savings to customers that are paying FedEx, UPS, and DHL for their parcel shipping. And we do this through a platform that created an automation for a problem that typically had a manual labor solution that never turned profitable. And what I'll do is I'll let Tyler introduce himself and kind of walk through what our platform does for especially people that are selling on Amazon. These are customers of ours, clients that we've been serving. And I tell you what, Tyler, go ahead and spit them off. What's some of our technology?
Yeah, so really, it's the spell check for your shipping department. It's making sure that when a mistake is made on behalf of the carrier, that you get the refunds back you deserve. And why that's so important, especially for Amazon businesses, just like in any business, margin plays a huge part in how successful your business is. And typically, outside of whatever goods you're selling, shipping is going to be your biggest expense. Especially with keeping up with Amazon, they're wanting to offer the lowest prices to their customers as they can. By getting those refunds back that you're owed, it just adds more money back into your company.
Yeah, totally. I think we have worked with a lot of clients that sometimes they think they understand their margins, but when something happens in terms of fees of shipping going up and everything, they lose completely their profit. And I think it's great to have a tool like yours that they can go very granular in terms of all the fees where they're losing money, if some of the packages are being damaged and they're not being refunded by the companies, which I think is one of the main things that the tool does, right? It identify these issues around your freight companies when dealing with your inventory, and it helps you get that money back, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Good recap of that. Yeah, a couple situations that allow us to gain refunds. And just to be clear with everyone, these refunds are driven back through the invoices of the carriers you're already paying. And if you didn't know it, carriers don't just love to give refunds if you don't ask for them.
They're not gonna tell you for sure.
That's right. So what we found is that about 5% of your freight bill, 5% of what you're spending, we can recover through some of the practices. And I'll go over one of them for you. One of them is simply a late package. There is a timestamp that is a money back guarantee on every package, whether it's a ground shipment, overnight, international. And if that package is arriving just 1 minute late, they don't discriminate if it's 60 seconds or 60 days late. You should be getting a refund if you paid for a service type. So we find this to be low-hanging fruit. And Vincenzo knows, you shouldn't be slowing down to pick up pennies when you're trying to make tens of millions of dollars in sales. So
Yes,
I'm not asking people to invest more time in on using a platform like us. What we do is our value is we save time in the back of the house and we save money. It's pretty simple. And what we want to do is if we can save you 10, 15, 20%, say you're spending $100,000 with these carriers, and I can add 15 to $20,000 back on your bottom line of pure profit, you'd have to do five, six, $700,000 of more sales just to achieve some of them save profit margins. And that's what we've learned is our value to our clients is we get the feedback that, hey, thanks. This is stuff we're not paying attention to anyway.
that's great. Yeah, I think I don't know if maybe you can share an example, but I'm pretty sure you have plenty of clients already that they thought they had everything under control in terms of auditing their shipping thing, but they were leaving thousands of dollars in the table, right? When using your software tool and identifying those issues.
Yeah, absolutely. We actually have Maggie had just sent me this. Maggie's my wife, also works with us. She had sent me. This is one of the publications, Logistic Tech Outlook. No
That's
matter
great.
where you're at in the world, this is a global publication, and they had actually highlighted a story in here when they had listed us the top freight and payment solution provider.
Wow, that's great.
And if you guys want to read that article, for me to go through this entire article for you, it's a it's a full page, a lot of
It's a big one.
I don't want to go over it all on a podcast, but if you guys Google Ship Audit Pros, the story that was highlighted here is okay. We had a customer, they were using UPS, and UPS is one of the biggest players in the market. You got to send your stuff to FBA centers via UPS. You're using UPS accounts to fulfill when you're selling through Amazon. They no longer allow FedEx as a partner
Yeah.
with an Amazon seller. So what we learned is a lot of these sellers that are growing their business, they start out, they're selling tens of thousands of dollars and hundreds of thousands of dollars. And then we started to notice that once you get over about $10 million in sales, you don't have the time you used to have. You're
Mm.
building a team of people around you. You're hiring guys like you and me to help with the business and scale out. And this company was overpaying in UPS by hundreds of thousands
Wow.
of dollars.
Yeah.
We're a $20 million company. And you can read through that story how they installed our systems, which is a cloud based platform. But they installed our systems to get the recovery. And then what we found is we found that the agreement they had in place was not favorable. And over the last couple of years, you'll see in that we were able to save them a little over $400,000 by getting
Big
them a
one.
better agreement with UPS. And this happens for the life of the account. So another prime example of these carriers are not in the best interest of the vendors they're serving. They're in a profitable business to make money, and we
Yeah.
hold them accountable.
Yeah, for sure. I think when you mentioned the amount they were losing, I mean, just thinking about that is crazy because that's money you can use to hire more people, to launch more products, to put towards PPC, which you're gonna see the return immediately. And just seeing that money going down the drain is crazy. Which actually now brings me to another question, which is I know some people might see these numbers and might think, oh, maybe I'm not yet there to use this software, but I'm pretty sure this works for sellers of all sizes, right?
Yeah, we don't discriminate on any size of the business. Whether you're shipping 10 packages or 10,000 packages, we understand that you want to still save money on shipping, and there's
Yeah.
still areas. If you're only sending a couple packages, but one is late, there's still refunds left on the table there. So, and we also understand that a lot of businesses grow. So we want to
Yeah.
grow with you as your business grows to help to make sure that you're getting the refunds. And then, like in the example in the magazine, not only are we getting you the refunds, we're your spell check to make sure that you're paying market appropriate rates for your shipping. So yes, no size limitations.
That's good.
Well,
That's great. Great.
Yeah,
Now,
the invoices we just sent out, Vincenzo, was for $1.53,
yeah,
meaning we got them about a $3 adjustment. And we don't mind if there's a couple commas in it or not. Our automation works for somebody shipping $10,000 a month
yeah,
to $100,000 a month to 10 million a month.
that's amazing. That's very nice. Which actually now it makes me think about bringing this question around the integration of this tool with your business. So I know some people might think that this might be a complicated process or a lot of paperwork, but actually, when I saw your website, your demo, I saw it was very simple. So I don't know if you can just briefly touch around what are the steps if somebody wants to integrate this into their business.
Yeah, for sure. We'd love to show you guys too. And it's about a 2-minute process. When we say 2 minutes, people don't understand. It takes me longer to explain it than it
Yeah, longer.
sign up on the platform. Tyler, why don't you walk them through the 5 easy steps to get onto the platform?
Yeah, so from our front page, shipauditpros.com, you go in, you click to create your free account. It's going to ask for some credentials, name, email, all that good stuff. It's going to ask for billing information, and it's as simple as logging into your FedEx or UPS account the same way you would to access your online billing for your shipping accounts. What we do is once you log in with your credentials, we tunnel right into the back of FedEx, UPS, or DHL. Our system then brings all that data over, and we begin auditing right away. Our system will begin automatically. There's nothing they have to do. They don't have to drag and drop invoices if they don't want to. Our
That's
system
right.
can pull all of that.
That's nice. That's very good. I think when it comes to integrating a software with the business, the easiest it is usually a huge thing for us business owners that we have the time very limited, right? So we want to make sure that when we do those big changes, it's not going to completely affect our business dynamic. Now the other thing with the software tool is that I know that it's not just a software. I mean, if somebody, of course, is experiencing some issues with the invoices, so reporting, I know you guys also provide that one-to-one customer support. Is that correct?
Yeah, you got it. We offer 24/7 support. What we do here at Ship Audit Pros, we build software as a service. So when you're on our platform, a lot of people think you got to pay to be on our platform. What I'd love to address there is the opportunity to audit our customers at a 50-50 gain share, meaning if I get you $100 in refunds, you don't mind if I get $50 of that refund after you've received the refund, do you?
Yeah, yeah. It's extra money I wasn't counting with. Yeah.
Got it. And so what we've done is we've eliminated the monthly cost it takes for a vendor, big or small, to be on our platform. So if you're out there and you're shipping one package a week, I invite you, sign up. You get a free account. We audit all of your packages. We give you a user interface that allows you to understand your shipping much deeper than the carrier's websites will ever do. And we want to offer that for free because what we're doing is we're creating a partnership. We don't even get our monies from the customers that are paying us. Our money is getting from the carriers, UPS, FedEx, and DHL, which we know are overcharging everybody. So what we've
For
done,
sure.
we've
Yeah.
created a consultative type business to where we're partners. If we notice something a bit fishy about going on in the back of your parcel accounts, we're going to reach out to you. We're going to reach out to you because we can't make money unless we save your company money. So you got a partner that's tied to you and your company that is working in the best interest of saving your company money so that you can invest into revenue producing activities. And you mentioned a PPC, and I know Vincenzo, you guys crush it when it comes to
Yeah.
advertising. When it comes to advertising on the Amazon platform, there's only so much that you can do. But you want to know what gets the best results? When you do what you do the best, like you do, and then add a little bit more ad budget on top of it. Because when you're throwing in $1 and you're getting $3, $5, $10 back for every dollar you're advertising, this is what grows businesses. And when you're growing a business, you don't have time to monitor all these shipments. And that's
No.
why we built the software platform for your companies.
That's amazing. That's very good. Now, when it comes on compatibility with your around your software with people worldwide, is there any specific marketplace that for some reason your tool doesn't work with, or based on my knowledge, I think it works with all the marketplaces at the moment, right?
Yeah, good question. There are a few select marketplaces that we do not service. Most of these are in such a small market share that we
Yeah.
probably don't have any customers in those areas. And then I'd love to address our ability right now to serve Russia and Ukraine. A lot of people believe that with what's going on right now, we're unable to serve them. And unfortunately, FedEx and UPS and DHL suspended some service types out to these areas. And what I will tell you is that we do support these areas, and more now than ever, should you be inspecting your bills and invoices. And we know people don't have the labor in the back of the house to do this, but
Yeah.
we do know that no matter where you're at in the world, if you're getting deliveries and you're paying for deliveries to go out to customers, we can audit that. So what we've done is we've changed in the platform the ability to bill out, and currencies that we deal with are not a problem. Everything that we've done now is built in so that billing and accounting from both ends is seamless, which is the kind of the other thing I wanted to bring up. We've integrated in with QuickBooks. So no
That's
matter
great.
where QuickBooks works into the world, we can automate the accounting process for all of our doings so that your team doesn't even have to invest into time there. So to answer your question, Vincenzo, we don't care
Good.
where you're at, wherever the money goes, Ship Audit Pros is there with you.
100%. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's the perfect tool. I haven't found anything wrong with it so far.
You know,
Thank
here,
you.
can I talk to you about one defect, one thing
Yeah.
doesn't enable customers to save money on our platform? And it's
What is?
simply when they just don't spend the time to jump on it. Unfortunately, we've seen
Yeah.
so many customers think there's a catch, there's something else
Yeah.
going on here. How could it be this easy?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
guess what? The only people we can't help are the ones that just don't take a few minutes to understand.
Yeah. I mean, totally with you. I think people sometimes overthink things, and because of that, they just leave money on the table. I mean, that's what it is. Yeah.
You got it.
Now, yeah, so I think also now just touching more in general around advice for Amazon sellers when dealing with shipping logistics. I'm pretty sure that now that you have been on this space for so many years and dealing with all these companies, you have identified some patterns, and maybe you could give some advice to these sellers in terms of things that they should do before shipping the products to help them maybe avoid this mistreat by these companies. Is there something that you can touch on that?
Yeah, the biggest thing is, the systems with UPS, FedEx, and DHL aren't always designed to be the most compatible as far as your ability to see the full circle of what's going on, the ability to dig. I don't know if you've ever seen a UPS or FedEx invoice, a PDF.
That,
It's not easy on the eyes. It's
yeah,
pages of information, and a lot of times people just pay it and move on with their life. With our system, we digitize the invoices, so you're able to get real-time data on what you're spending on your shipping, the percentages that are late, your average cost per shipment. You can now take control of that area of your business and really have a full insight to what's going
that's
on.
great.
So that my biggest advice to Amazon sellers is, any dollar saved is worth it. So really take control of your shipping department, because if your shipping department goes awry, it can mess your whole business up. So don't just pay the bill and move on. Just make sure you know what's going on enough to, if there's a problem, you can handle it. We can obviously help with that.
That's great. That's great. Yeah, thank you for sharing. Very good tip. So yeah, I mean, guys, we have covered so much content and so much good information. I think is being super useful for all our audience. But of course, I want you to share where people can get in touch with you, where they can start saving that money, how they can join into this software tool right now, because I think people definitely need to do it. I mean, I bet that every single person that joins are gonna save at least $1 for sure.
You
If
got
they,
it. Yeah, you got it. And here's what I'll do. If you don't mind, I'd love to tell a story before you guys take
sure.
on writing my name out, because you had heard Vincenzo introduce me as Jim Kuckie. And some people think that's like the Nabisco treat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What I'd love to do is I'm going to spell my name for you guys right now. If you got a pen or a paper, it's at JIMKUCKIE. And you can find me anywhere on the internet. You can Google my name, Ship Audit Pros. You'll see a lot of information about us, our team. And, the reason I wanted to tell you a story is because, when we were first starting out in business, and like most entrepreneurs, it's hard to ask for help. You want to do everything. You want to wear the hat of the marketer, or the fulfiller, the branding. And here's what I would tell you. I worked with a gentleman that had a frozen dessert company, and this was another Shark Tank company. He was growing way faster than he had ever believed. He had partnered up with good guys, people that were doing marketing like you, Vincenzo, that was
Yeah.
helping grow top line sales at a magnitude that people aren't typically used to because they don't know about the tools. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, this gentleman, he waited to reach out and we had gotten some of his data for his shipping, and he wasn't shipping a whole lot in the very beginning. And unfortunately, he had gotten such a bad agreement in place from the very beginning. He blew his sales up and ended up losing $40,000 because he was paying for all these supplies through FedEx. And then he switched over to UPS, and UPS said, "I'll give you a better deal."
Yeah.
And gosh, when you look at
They
those
didn't.
agreements, there's so many pages with so many factors. He signed the agreement. He ended up shipping with UPS for a couple months, lost $40,000, and then he called us back and said, I should have talked to you guys before I did this. And what I said is, we do our services at no cost. If I don't save you money, I don't charge you anything. So
Yeah.
I invite your audience and the people that are thinking out there, I'm not big enough yet, or I don't know what I'm doing, is here's your opportunity. Here's your opportunity to get a partnership with a shipping consultant that is on your best interest. And I can't reiterate it enough, Vincenzo. It's because I don't make any money unless I save you some money. So if you don't want to save money, you're not the right customer for us. But if you're trying to save some money so you can put those dollars into labor, into more inventory, into revenue growing activities, get with us as soon as you possibly can. ShipAuditPros.com. We have a report on that website where absolutely no phone call needed. You don't got to go through a hard sales pitch with right here.
Yeah.
You could get a report of all the refunds that your companies do right now. And if you like the number, if you like what you see, you like refunds, then sign up on the platform. You don't even have to talk to us, guys, if you don't want to. We've made it that simple. So, and then you want to connect with Tyler. Tyler,
Yeah. He's the guy.
how do you want people to get in touch with you?
Really, shipauditpros.com. Anyone that reaches out there, I see everything that comes to the website. I reach out personally to each client that comes on board with a phone, welcome phone call, welcome email. So anyone that drives, anyone that comes through our website, I'm the one reaching out, connecting with them, welcoming them.
That's great. You're the one giving the money back. That's good.
Not to speak anyone out, but to piggyback on, I guess to scare people a little bit, but to piggyback on what Jim said, Jim, what happened to the company that had the bad agreement?
Unfortunately, we can't go back in time. We're not time travelers.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, this company went bankrupt because of a bad deal, right? When your margins are razor thin on fulfillment and you're selling something that's calculated by a few percentage points, and when shipping ends up turning upside down and doubles the cost you were planning, unfortunately, the cash flow for this company ended up going bankrupt. They got so far behind on their fulfillment costs because they did not plan correctly what that would cost at scale. And when you're growing a business, this is where we invite people. If you're sending one package a month, but you're about to go up to 10,000 packages in a year, what you need to do is get with guys like us and go ahead and search our competitors. I don't want you to do business with us unless you trust us anyway. But what you need to do is you need to start getting to work and automate some things in the back of the house so that when things do get going very quickly, this does not take any of your time or thought process away. And you got people on your side.
That's great. Yeah, definitely. Remember, guys, all the people watching this, Ship Audit Pros is there for you to save you some money.
Gosh,
that's great, guys.
What, Vincenzo, thank you so much for having us.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. I mean, I appreciate all the knowledge. I'm pretty sure people is gonna take some nuggets from this podcast. So thank you very much for coming, and definitely see you on the next one, guys. Okay.
Thank you. Good.
Bye bye. Thank you.